And
Hi,
hello
everyone.
everyone.
Welcome back to Coding in Kotlin and our best attempts to develop a game using some tools. Today we will continue what we started last time, while Pasha is launching his IDE.
Yeah, it's already a start step.
Yeah.
The
Can you
only
run it?
bonus of Macam 1 is it's very fast.
Mm.
You can actually share my screen if you wish.
Yeah, I'm already doing that. And last time we managed to implement some animation and just a static one idling gnome, I believe, or dwarf. And this time, my suggestion is that we start by adding a couple of more movements, like at least move left and right,
Okay.
and then register the movements from the keyboard as well. So
Let's
that we
maybe share what we have. By the way, I have found a very funny bug, or I don't know, unfeature, absence of feature. So yeah, that's what we have right now. We have this part of map. We have some king with a hammer here. He kind of jumps when he's idling. What is interesting, when I double click this, that's what happens. It kind of zooms out. It's something, I think it's something with the resize function. Camera is not aware of it. So yeah, we have some.
I suggest we ignore it for now.
Yeah, of course we'll ignore for now. It's just one thing I
But
noticed.
it's funny. Yeah.
So yeah, what we want to do now? Yeah, I also during the off time screen, I have also put some logics inside idle animation because yeah, it's kind of obscure how why we should put everything in the field. So now I have only idle animation as field, and yeah, everything here remains the same. But idle animation is actually a call function that creates a texture for us, splits this texture into pieces, and then creates animation from it. Okay, what we want to do now is probably just add, I don't know, one direction of movement of our sprite, right? At least one direction. For that, we should probably, what do we have? We have this X and Y. Let's, by the way, make them.
We need actually two directions, left and right, and we want to move left and right, obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
And, my idea is that we would be so pissed with the spaghetti code that we had by the end of it, so that we would want to refactor our code a bit, and that's.
Do you have any? Do you want to refactor it right now?
No.
Okay, because my idea about refactoring is probably we should understand this Ashley thing. What is the name of the game development paradigm again? Entity something system.
Component system.
Entity, yeah, Ashley is this entity component system framework for libktx and by extension for KTX that we use. Probably at some point in time we will want to use it.
Yeah, but not now.
For now,
I want more spaghetti first.
Right and left. Actually, I don't want them be right and left. I want to be them D. Shoot. D. Oh, it's Russian. Okay. D. Yes, nice. And A. And it should be X. I don't remember how do I run things in Mac, so I will do it with my mouse. Okay, it doesn't work. Why? I know, because we have hard-coded X and Y. Now it should become better, hopefully.
Yay, it moves.
Yes, it was actually nice. Surprisingly. Okay, while we are here, let's add up and W and S. and it will be W is up. Hopefully, won't mess things up. Y. What is it? What is it? Alt Shift R, right? Okay, Alt Shift R. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can't use Alt Shift R because it does something to my type something in my editor. Okay. Oops.
You have unbalanced plus and minus.
Definitely. Restart. Commentar. Nice. It's running. It's running.
Yeah. I think the actual sprite does not expect you to be able to run. There's no animation for running up and down, right? It's only left and right.
Yeah, I think so. But probably, are there any assets for active animation?
Yes, there was going right and left.
Where?
King human, I guess. King human.
King human, attack, roll, hit,
jump and run. And jump, nice.
How do I? So, is it true that while the key is pressed, I should use a different texture?
Yeah.
And if it's the left key, I should somehow flip the texture, like mirror it relative to the vertical axis.
Yeah, there's probably something like flip that should be possible to do when you import it. So I suggest we add two fields like animation left, animation right.
No, animation right. We only have animation right. Animation left, well, let's see.
Yeah, but you will get it from the same texture. Or maybe you will flip it. Yeah, whichever you prefer.
It will be run animation probably. And it will be, what is run, copy path reference relative to assets. So this one. How many of them do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Like this. To GDX array, animation, okay. Okay. Now I have a little bit of an issue because we have this character and it's an idling character. Probably I should select an actual anime. I should. Okay, if input is pressed, okay. If input is pressed, come on, input dot keys dot a, or input is key pressed T. Then I need an idle animation. Run animation. That's animation. This way we should have strong preview. Okay, it actually runs. Now it's idling correctly. Okay, now if it's left, we should
Yeah.
somehow flip the texture.
True. Or maybe not. It's up to us. Maybe it's just backsteps
Wait.
and it's fine. But then it should probably render it from the other way around, right? I'm not sure.
I think, okay, it should be D. I think I will do it this way. So if
I mean, the problem with flipping that when you stop, you would have to flip your idling as well. No?
Why?
Because otherwise it will be spontaneously flipping back. Just do it and we'll see.
Yeah, I agree here. I agree with, let's try to do it first. Also, yeah, also flip. But now I have an issue. What is X and Y actually? What are X and Y actually? Thank you for this documentation. That's very nice. Public void flip. Come on. If X. Oh, it's true. Oh, I see. It's booleans. They are booleans. It makes sense then. True, false. Oops.
Yeah.
Why?
Can you run it again?
Okay, I am running right. It's running correct. I am running left.
Because probably what's going on is when you run in left, there is.
Now it's not right. When it's running right incorrectly too. Oh, I know. Yeah, sure. They share the same animation. They should be different animations. So it's.
I think there was some case when you can specify named state or something like that in animation.
I don't understand. Sorry.
I'm trying to remember if it was in the docs or not.
What do? Yeah, and actually it flips every time, and I cannot flip animation. Maybe I can flip the whole texture though. No. Little frames. Flip. No. Okay, now I have an issue. I should take the animation. Play mode. They should not only be flipped, but reversed. No, they don't need to be reversed.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's just run left animation. It will be just run left animation. Then let's try it this way.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of works if we intend to always move right.
Which is a case for some games.
I mean, yeah, true.
Wait. Why doesn't it work actually? Run left animation. I have this run left. Oh, I see. I should reverse each key. I should rotate, flip each keyframe once. Okay, I kind of know what should I do. What is an actual animation? Does it have some iterator or anything?
Set transformation, interpolation, circle. What? Ah, okay.
It flip. Here I should pass flip, and here I should pass false. Nice, and on left animation I will pass here true. Do you follow what am I doing?
Not really. If you can explain it a bit.
Yeah, now it works. So look, I have this run animation thing, right? And
Yeah.
I call it twice. First when I create run right animation, and the second is when I create run left animation. I have added here parameter called flip that basically just flips each keyframe. And what I'm doing here after creation of the actual animation, if this parameter is true, if this argument is true, I just flip each keyframe inside an animation, and then I can just use this. So basically now I have 3 animations: run right animation, run left animation, and idle animation, and I don't need any magic in here. It's just I just select. I actually I can actually even make it much simpler.
I think that when you create texture, you should be able to flip it.
Probably you're right. Let me check.
Is it possible to see what the parameters to the constructor?
Of course. Format, use mip maps, pix map. With I can see it.
No.
Which kind of makes sense. Texture is a very basic thing, right? You just
What about
create
texture?
texture from the image. Then you should operate on something covered with this texture. Right?
Yeah, but there should be some easy
Maybe
way
it's
to
something about texture region.
Yeah. It's
Texture region split.
my logic here is that the separation is too common to not have it automated.
Yes, but you can just flip. Well, first of all, in real games, you will probably have different animations for running left and running right, and no. Also,
Yeah,
this
that's true.
not something like crazy overcomplicated. We just flip each keyframe. What is keyframe again? We don't know what keyframe is, right?
You mean what's
the type of keyframe? Funny. Keyframe is a texture region. So yeah. Look, we can map it. Yeah, we can do it here.
I mean, I think that you can actually flip it using some
flip
set transform or something.
Flip false, and then we don't need this one. It. No, yeah, I can do it this way. I can flip the actual texture regions. I'm not sure what is better.
It somehow seems more janky. Yeah.
no. Okay.
Okay.
Do we use the state time menu anywhere? How do
State. Yeah,
I
we do.
join lines? Control Shift J. Okay. Not sure if I like it or not. Let's put it this way. Oh yeah. Okay. We have our moving king. Yeah. What's next? Next, I should probably commit it.
Yeah. Texture region has a flip on it, and how do you flip it again?
What do you mean?
Just show me the code.
Texture region. It dot flip.
Yeah.
But flip is void, so
Yeah.
I apply flip on an instance with also.
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
Nah, I found some code and was comparing what you did to
Whoa.
infinite mirror.
Yes, not like complete, not like an actual mirror. So okay, what does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we want to add the jump as well? Or
How? Here I have
that's
here I have an issue. When
yeah,
do
we need
perform-
physics. You're correct. We can add hit instead. Hit animation.
We can
No,
add hit,
it's
but
when he got hit, right?
uh,
Can you show what that is?
hit is just white and
Yeah.
then
Okay.
solid.
What else is there? Which other states we have?
We have
Attack.
attack.
Yeah. So let's add that one. I just want 3 distinct animations. That's all.
Okay. With attack, I have an issue. Well, let's hope that it will work. Attack animation. Attack animation. It will use. What will it use? Yeah. Code path reference. This one. And theme. How many items do we have in there? 3 items. Then, okay. It should actually have the same thing with mapping. What?
I'm just looking at other animations we have there. Fun.
Boolean default false. Okay, refactor. Now, I'll attack right animation equals animation, attack left, animation true. Nice. Now, how should we do it if it's space and W?
Space and W. What?
Well, space stands for attack. Well, not W, A.
Space stands for jump.
Okay, what's attack? Control.
Mouse click. No.
Let's try.
Or control. I don't know. It's a modifier, so it's not.
Well, we can do both. We can do any. Either.
Yeah.
Is touched and input is pressed, then it's attack left animation. If it's D, attack right animation. Now we should flip them. Can I flip them somehow? No, no, definitely not this way. So if it's touched and D, then attack right animation. If it's touched and A, attack left animation. Let's try it. Oops.
What
Did you
happened?
see it?
No.
Okay, so it runs. Now I hop, and it doesn't appear again. And I have this weird thing. So probably it's not touched. No.
No, it was touched. But let's just
Just touched.
use the buttons. And you said escape pressed D and touch as well. So
Yes.
simultaneously.
Yes. That's what I
Okay.
wanted to do.
Right.
Okay. Keep pressed control. Come on.
I think it's a modifier, so it doesn't has a.
Okay. It doesn't have input. Is oh, it's just control left. Yeah, I mean, probably games don't care if it's modifier or not. It's just a key.
They shouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't really stand and attack while standing, right?
Yes, let's add it.
You can also add shake screen when you attack.
Actually, then
I just else if is input escape pressed.
excuse me.
No. But then you can't go and you can.
Wait.
What?
No. Okay. I should swap places again. Else.
What?
This is Sparta. Слышно? It was too early.
Тыщ. Okay. Тыщ.
Exactly. Okay, so we have this more distinct animation.
Yeah. Coins.
I know it's funny just to add animations because we can and because we have a nice texture pack.
Yeah, and the reason why I want now to do something with that is that we probably want to refactor it a bit.
Commit anyway and push.
Maybe
whatever.
before that, we can add add the randomly generated diamonds that we can collect on the map.
Come on, man.
I mean, that would like, you just add a counter, you add collection, and then we can reuse it later for something else, but no? Yes?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's even a numbers pack, which is terrible.
Do we have this? I can see bombs.
Life and coins. Life and coins.
Life and coins. Big heart idol.
Big heart idol. Small diamond hit. Small diamond idol. What is small diamond idol?
There is no small. There is small diamond. This one. Yes. Yeah. There is big diamond idol.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, now it's a good place to maybe actually refactor stuff right away.
Yeah, like
But-
you mean that now we will add there more diamonds and so on. And
Yeah, I mean, if we
require
had
their
diamonds,
own-
it would be terrible, right?
Well, not like terrible. It's several more lines of code. I mean, this code is very. We basically repeat the same code all over again. We can refactor this code a bit to accept what do we need here.
My concern is that if we add something like a randomly generated diamond and then the menu, when we want to refactor it later to use Ashley, we would run into problems.
Yeah, I think that if we wanna use Ashley, we already have major problems because I don't know anything about Ashley. I don't
That's
understand how do we use it and so on.
You will learn something. I
So
mean,
what do you
usually it starts with defining like a basic class entity and then extending all your stuff from that.
Yeah, but okay.
Let's
Let me
take a
open
look
my
at the
browser.
documentation.
Um,
libktx tutorial Ashley entity system. Yeah.
no, wrong one.
No, it's fine.
Nightly builds. It's well, no, it's just adding things. Read the wiki about this wiki. Getting started with Ashley, and also KTX has some goodies for Ashley too. Framework overview. Well, this for me is already overcomplicated. I don't understand what's going on here. What's
So there's a
complicated?
base class entity. Entity has components. Components
Entity is just some simple container of
Yeah.
components.
you get
Components,
full
interface
OOP
for a
here,
game
like-
component to implement. Like coordinates or I don't know, life or something like that, right?
Yeah, you can go to the Ashley documentation in the README, and then there is examples.
Yeah.
And,
I also the second thing I want to do is this one, KTX. Actually,
no,
Ashley,
Ashley. Okay,
KTX Ashley,
KTX Ashley.
and
Okay. Yeah, sure.
so yeah, we have this component. What is the hierarchy again?
Entity is the most basic thing, and then the
Okay,
component.
what's engine then?
something from Ashley.
Thank you. Engine, main class of the framework, manages all entities, systems, and listeners.
Yeah.
So it's like engine contains them,
The main function that defines all the interactions between them.
Okay, I can just create engine. Okay, let's say for the sake of it. Texture component
is a component. Okay.
But why is it empty? What is the meaning of empty component? Component should be interfaces to implement. They're supposed to be backed of data with no logics.
No logic.
But it's not even back of data.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you. But I don't really understand what's going on.
I agree.
I can actually share. If you have any idea what's going on, I can
Let's
start
go
with
to some examples. If you go to I think the way to go here is to read about some examples. Like there is this Ashley super jumper, for example. If we go here, then I posted the link in the private chat.
Let me unshare my screen for a second. I will send you my link to the code with me. Yeah, and I see the link from the private chat. Now I can present my screen again. Where did I open it? Ashley Super Jumper.
Yeah. So let's try to make some sense about this code.
Okay, core src. What? Shoot. Okay, let's start. It's a game.
Yes.
Systems. Oh my god.
Game is a component, probably.
Yeah, let's move to the component.
No.
Animation component is just a component with what? Animations.
Who
Background
would guess?
It doesn't have any properties. Bob component. Float, hate so far. Hated so far, by the way. Bounce. Bounce doesn't open for me. Yeah, bounce. Okay, it's rectangles. Camera component. Wow. Cursor component. Okay, how do they use it? I see what they use. How do they?
Can you?
Is it possible? Yes, search for this symbol. So yeah, they have this world. By the way, probably we should start not with Ashley but Box2D. I don't know. They have this pooled engine.
Let's look at Box2D documentation.
Excuse me? Say it again.
Let's check the Box2D documentation.
Check it. I'm reading the code sample for now. Pooled engine, and they create random. Then they have create, where they create Bob, create something. Entity, create Bob. Entity is engine create entity with wow. Now I see why they have this extensions in Kotlin, because in Java it's extremely verbose. Entity engine create component. Bob component. How do they use it then? Position post set. State. Bounce. Entity add. So what they do is they create entity with engine, then they create multiple components. They
Game is a KTX screen.
Bob 4.
Wow, this code is much clearer.
What?
The code that I found here is on the interwebs with Box2D is way easier to read than
Then which one? Then Ashley one?
no, that the one we wrote.
Show it. I will stop sharing for a second. Nice. Oh, wow.
So here's the game object, which is like creates player, creates game. Oh, fuck's sake. And then you have a render, camera position, player body position, camera update, set view, render, and there's input processor.
Wait, where is all the batch magic we used?
Yeah, exactly. Dynamic body, position set, box.
Yeah, okay, we know what dynamic body is in Box2D. It's like in Godot.
Game object here contains floor, walls, shape, world, map layers. This
Okay,
sounds exactly like Godot, like shapes and layers and stuff. And then you dispose, but like what's actually lib? Okay, object parser.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm a little bit calm. They also have their personal hell.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, obviously, if you define some primitives on your map, you should somehow handle them. It looks broken.
I mean, it looks okay. It's a weird decision to collide in a way that they use, but probably it's too unrealistic. Someone
Okay,
made this.
what are we doing? Are we doing Box2D or are we trying to do Ashley?
I would like to actually, well, here's an example that uses both.
Yeah, I mean, indeed. I believe you will find both in any complex game, more or less.
I'm just not
complex
sure
game.
that it makes sense to use them separately.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but you should start with something.
I would start with Ashley, but it's harder, obviously.
Yeah, no, okay. Let's try to do it.
And we will probably have to rewrite everything. Can you make a tag for the current version?
Can I do what?
Git tag.
Yes, I think. What can stop me, prevent me from? What do you want to put in your tag?
We don't need to annotate. We just can set the version of 010.
Okay, let's put it into our build file then.
What?
It should be somewhere in here, right? No, it isn't. Oh, I see.
What are you trying to put there? Version?
Yeah, it's already 0.1.0.
Okay. 0.2.0.
Okay.
And then we will rewrite everything with Ashley.
Okay, done. What's the difference between annotated tag and not annotated tag, by the way?
The annotated one has, if you git tag minus ln, git tag minus n.
No, I can see it here.
Yeah, but this version bump comes from a commit message.
Oh, I see. Annotated tag has its own message. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, we have pushed it. Now let's try to do something with Ashley. Let's start with basic. I completely lost my code. Let's introduce some. What components do we need? Interface.
That's a good question.
Location.
I mean, for now, we can just say that all the components we need is the player, I guess.
Wait, no. Player is an entity, not a component.
Yeah, okay.
And it should have probably XY, X, what is it, double float, and Y float.
Okay, so a component may be transform component.
What's transform?
This component will be solely used to store data relating to the position, rotation, and scale of an entity. This component can be added to any entity that has a position, rotation, and scale, such as our player or an enemy.
I don't understand anything. Is it some already existing component?
No.
Let's
Yes.
just see which component.
No.
Our component is the only implemented for now. The only existing for now. How do I know? I click here and I immediately fall here. Yeah. So, okay, we have location. We probably have sprite, animation.
Location, animation.
And it will be equals animation texture region, right? Is it valid? Seemingly it's valid. Now, okay, now we should create some. In our first screen, we should create engine.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I don't even know where we should implement all other things, because I can do it basically anywhere. For example, in render, I can say engine dot entity with what? How do I call it? Location. Shoot. How did they do it again? With transfer. It's class for the engine. Oh, configurant. No. Earlier. Engine entity with texture. And they just import ktx actually dot asterisk. That's the same. Import ktx Ashley dot asterisk. Okay, yeah. With location, it can actually be our player. X will be equal 100, y will be equal 100. And now I'm a little bit struggling because, okay, let's say we have this animation component. And we can say that animation equals, I don't know, idle animation. Okay, let's return back to the very beginning. No animations, no anything.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe let's have our camera just in case. Okay, so I have this very basic thing. I have this player with its location. I have its animation. How am I supposed to draw it now?
I think the way you would do it is you actually would create like a base entity class that would contain like position and texture. And
Wait,
then it would have...
From the documentation, I believe I don't even create entity classes. I just create entities. Like here.
Well, then you should be able to figure out from the documentation how to do it.
Yeah, probably. But oh, and they have systems.
Yeah, so the system is that defines
Something
interactions.
Something what actually operates on my things.
Yes.
What?
Can you scroll down a bit?
Is it from an engine at system, and they have render system. Yeah, it's just like, oh, so everything I do should be kind of encapsulated, right? I should have something like a render system that will process all entities belonging. But how does it know that it should process them?
It doesn't. I mean, the engine would trigger the system to...
Okay, yeah. But how does engine link? Well, how, for example, engine knows that my object is movable. Look, I have this move system, right?
Your system connects entity with some desired action, and then
How?
this...
Where?
Where
I mean,
you have add component to entity, right?
yeah, it's adding component, but how does system? Yeah, probably I should look forward and look how do they implement system. Maybe even not here, but in libktx, right?
Yeah.
Component, entity. Again, it's all just a syntactic sugar to make.
So your component is like position, speed, health.
Yeah.
And
engine knows all types of my components, and every type that my entity has, every component, and then it somehow can bind engine to the system to entities.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. For example, they have built-in.
You can have like a movement system that just moves your
Oh,
things.
here is how they do it. Wait. iterating movement system. So yeah, that's what they do. You create a system, it queries component manager for all the component mapper for all things with position component class, right?
Yeah.
And then it does what? PM get.
So, I mean, the main idea behind I think that the issue here is that when we're thinking about object-oriented things, we usually build like a huge trees of
yes, hierarchies of interfaces and classes.
The game developers were unhappy about that. They said like it's too hard to add components to this tree of things. And and then they decided that, well, we will just have like 3 base classes, and then everything would be those classes interconnected together with some like additional changes. So I guess, yeah, proper way to find it, how it implemented in particular libraries, to look for some like manager connections or something, and then just think about properties of the system. So we will have like a player or like the king, then we have like a wall or a window or like door and the floor, and probably then there is like a movement system that changes position of particular thing.
Movement system, for example, yeah. At the same time, movement system, is there any way? Oh yeah. So in case if there are some NPCs and there is an actual human controlled player, how do PC? NPC,
yes.
Movement system will be responsible for automatically moving the NPCs and handling input, and at the same time handling input from user.
No, that would be different system. So the input handling would be like a system that's input handler, but the movement would be some other system.
But they should somehow work together,
interact with each other, and that's where engine comes, I think.
It's I don't see it in the documentation. Built-in entity systems with pooling, how to
like
use it.
For example, you have the input system that is just like pressing a button to jump. What this will do is change like the state of jumpable property to is jumping true, and then the system that draws will know that we are currently rendering the animation for jumping, and the movement system would know that, okay, this particular entity is currently jumping, so it needs to change its velocity up.
But how do they know in which order do they work? For example, what will happen?
They don't need to. Why do they need to know that?
Look, here's a simple example. If the first working system is a render system, then it won't know that user player pressed the button because
it will know that in the next frame. Then it will know that in the next frame.
Yeah, but it's like a huge lag, right?
No. Like the frame is like less than 20 milliseconds.
1/20 of the second, but yeah, if we are talking about, I don't know, FPS, it should be important. In arcade, it's definitely not the case. You can usually afford, I don't know, sub-second lags. But not all the games are simple.
Well, not all the games use the entity component system, that's true.
Okay, so what you're saying is it's not suitable for all the possible games. I mean, there should be, I believe there should be some.
I mean, it doesn't really mean. I think that again, ECS is like ideal situation of things that must happen ideally, and then you try to do it this way, and then
I
you
was
break
right.
things.
Your entity systems have priorities. I will
Okay.
share my screen. Give me a second. I'll share my screen again. I will share one tab this time. So yeah, oh no, wrong tab. Present, share screen. How to use Ashley, right? So yeah, entity system is a class that has several methods. It has very simple constructor like entity system, but also it has constructor with priority. So if we want to process input before movement and we want to process, I don't know, and we want to process movement before rendering, which makes sense, we will just set up different priorities for them. Let's navigate. Let's quickly navigate. Do you still have that? Have some time?
Yeah. Do you feel like we would be able to do something more?
Maybe just show my, at least check my idea.
Okay.
Entity system. Yeah, so by default, every entity system is being created with priority 0, but you can override it, and it makes sense most probably for you. It has some it has update function that we can use during rendering time, right? Check processing, set processing. Well, it's a very simplistic thing, it seems. So let's just try to create at least one system.
Okay.
Plus rendering system is an entity system with I don't know, int max value. How do they do it in Kotlin, or how do they do it in any other thing? Command F system, Nginx system. Okay, they don't have any goodies for systems, right? Entity system. Wow, entity addition listener. Interesting. Okay, it's something on top of what libktx does, but it doesn't. It's not of interest for us right now. So yeah, let's move back to this thing. Plus movement system. We should query our entities. Void added to engine. How do I override things? Control Shift O. So yeah, we have this edit to engine, we have update, edit to engine. Entities equals. Oh, now I do understand. Get engine. It should be nullable. Get entities for, and we should create some family all. Let's say, I don't know. Oh, now I see it. Interface drawable. I don't know, renderable.
Just okay. Sprite. Yeah, renderable. Okay.
What's wrong? Hello. Yeah. Now I think that probably entity system, entity edit, entity edit. What's our editor engine?
What do you think you say?
I want to look for some nicer syntax because this one is not very Kotlinish. Like maybe they have entities for. Let's see it. Okay. Create property entities. I'm fine with it.
I think this qualifies as
What?
just Java moment.
Now anything renderable should be rendered, I believe. Oh, I see. It's update. Haha. Now I don't know what I should do. Okay, let's say I have this update function, and I have an instance of my renderable thing. How do they do it then? Wrong. It's KTX, how to use actually. Component mapper get 4. Okay. What is it now? Component mapper of renderable. And now here, should. Okay, it should be something for entities. I have all my entities. They all are renderable in update. Is it an update? Yeah. For each entities, I should renderable get my entity. What does it return? We don't
Component
know.
manager. And then you use that as a mapper.
What will be the type for X? Oh, I see. So this is the way to convert an actual entity to instance of my renderable class.
This is the way.
Okay, then I'm not interested in renderable at all, right? I'm interested in animation or something like that.
Well, why not? You need to draw it, right? Anyway.
Yeah, but I also need my badge somewhere, somehow, right? Maybe that's fine.
Do you?
I do, because this is what I do.
Yeah, so you need to obtain your camera and then obtain all the entities that needs to be drawn and then render.
Yeah, but inside batch. But batch is just...
You will get batch from the camera somehow or something like that.
Batch is just a field, yeah. I can move it actually to I can copy it to my rendering system. Right?
I guess.
And the same for the camera. So basically, what we just implemented was almost a rendering system.
Yes. So will it render?
I don't know.
Why do you call
I'm still trying to figure out how do I work with it. I have created batch and I have created camera.
Yeah,
I
but you
have
don't.
this.
In the update, you don't do any calls that's necessary
Yes.
to render.
I
So we
definitely
probably
don't.
need to register camera something.
I actually don't need this renderable at all, as well as I don't need this interface, and I need
I
probably.
think you started optimizing again before you actually get something that you.
Yeah, I'm
realize
not
you
trying to
need do.
optimize anything. I don't think about optimizations at all. I'm trying to understand how do I work with it. I still don't understand. So, yeah, let's say I want to have my animation. Oh, not the same. Yeah. And now I need my, oh, I don't know, what is it? Component mapper, get for animation class.java. It is what? Let's say animation components. And also here I need position too. It's not positions, coordinates. How does this go? Allocation. Now I think I'm starting to get it. I have this batch now. Batch what? Use. Now I need to, yeah, by the way, I need my allocation too. Okay, allocation components. Now I iterate over all entities I have. I get animation component for it. Get entity. Animation. I still don't know what will I do with it, but I'll figure out later. Can I do it? Animation, oh no, application components, get entity. By the way, I can probably replace it. No. Yeah, there I will have application. Now I can kinda batch. Do you remember how do I draw anything?
You do.
Yeah. It the draw. Okay.
Yeah.
something something. I don't know what to do. Location X, location Y. What's wrong?
To do texture, text region.
It returns nothing. Okay. Now I need to get text origin from the animation. They have
Can
some.
you just draw tiles first instead of the later?
Say it again.
Can we add draw tiles first, just because tiles seems to be easier?
Tiles. What do you? You mean the map?
I mean, if you deal with animation right now, it will be one more level of.
Yeah, I definitely do not want to deal with animation right now. And I wanted to do, I don't know, just draw a random thing from. Okay, you're right. Animation anim dot get keyframe 0 f. This is how I imagine work with entity systems. Now I don't understand. Do I need this render stuff? Do I need this screen and everything here? Do you have any understanding?
No. Can you scroll up to update? Yeah, you add update. The render system should just.
Where do you read? Yeah, updating the engine. So I basically should have, I don't know, engine update delta time. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. I kind of need render, but it should be very simplistic. I should have my old engine update. I'm still not sure where I should create entities. Engine update delta. I'm a little bit worried that this variable is not used. Like I have declared player, but I don't actually use it anywhere. Let me launch it. No, something. What? What? Company. Again, please. Runtime exception. Class can't be created. Missing no R construct. Oh, okay. So what you are basically saying is. KTX actually. Yeah, okay. They use classes, not interfaces. It was dumb. Okay. Gotcha. Move to constructor parameter. Refactor, yes. Move to constructor parameter. Should be class 2. Parameter, yes. Anything will work here.
So is it just issue with Java or just that they were too lazy to have it?
No, it's not an issue with Java. I have, well, they were interfaces, and obviously Kotlin cannot create an instance of interface without details of an implementation, right? Like you cannot just instantiate interface.
Okay.
You should implement something. It's the difference between interface and abstract class. So I changed them to classes. What should I do now? What should I do now? Rendering system. I don't use our camera. Maybe it's not important at this moment. Draw. Yeah, I should. It's not of anything. It's of texture region. Okay, cool. Okay, how do they work around it? Oh, they have default values for anything. What is the default animation? Okay, like this. Awesome. It runs.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course, my render is completely off because I should clear screen. I totally lost all the stuff that was there. Clear screen, render set view camera. Maybe something like this will do. Okay, maybe too much. Something like this. Import function, and this one we don't need. Isn't it awesome?
I'm totally lost.
Me too.
And nothing works, which is even funnier.
What did you say?
I say that and nothing works, which is somehow even funnier. Yeah.
I'm just trying.
I don't think we should continue doing this now.
Probably we should.
Maybe we can figure it out of the session. But yeah, thanks everyone for
We
watching.
actually don't hit this update. We definitely don't have.
We have something like that when we had a camera implementation in the first place. So probably it's something quite similar.
Yeah, we don't use camera anymore for now. We don't even hit this update. So yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next week or what? Yeah. And,
yeah, next week.
Have fun.
Have
Bye.
fun. Bye.
Wait, I need to do some magic with the outro. Do it.